Imagine for a moment that your life is a canvas. The colors, the brushstrokes, the image that emerges, all of it are determined by you. Your decisions, your actions, and even your inactions form the picture. This is not merely an artistic metaphor, it is the reality of human existence. You have the power to create your destiny, but it requires courage, discipline, and clarity of purpose. First, take responsibility for your life. It is a sobering thought to realize that much of what happens to us is shaped by our own choices. Yes, the world is filled with chaos and randomness, but you are not a passive observer. You are an agent of change. When you stop blaming external circumstances, you reclaim your power. Responsibility is the first step toward freedom. Taking responsibility for your life is not just an intellectual exercise, it is the foundation of all personal growth and transformation. When you accept responsibility, you acknowledge that the choices you make, the habits you form, and the attitudes you adopt directly shape the course of your existence. This idea may sound simple, but its implications are profound. Responsibility demands that you confront the uncomfortable truth. The trajectory of your life is largely in your hands. Many people fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances for their struggles. It's tempting, isn't it, to look at a difficult situation and say, this isn't my fault, or I had no choice. While it is true that we don't control everything, it is equally true that we have significant control over how we respond. When you relinquish responsibility, you surrender your agency. You place your destiny in the hands of external forces, leaving yourself at the mercy of chaos and chance. This mindset is not only disempowering, it's a recipe for stagnation. Responsibility, on the other hand, is liberating. It grants you the power to act. When you take responsibility, you are no longer a victim of your circumstances, you are the architect of your future. This shift in perspective allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or frustration, you ask yourself, what can I do to improve this situation? This question is transformative because it forces you to engage with the world proactively rather than reactively. Accepting responsibility also means embracing the consequences of your actions, both good and bad. This can be uncomfortable because it requires honesty and self-reflection. It's much easier to point fingers at others or rationalize your mistakes than to admit that you've fallen short. But growth demands truth. When you accept your role in creating a problem, you also claim the power to solve it. This is not about self-condemnation, it's about self-awareness. It's about understanding that accountability is not a punishment, but a pathway to improvement. Taking responsibility also extends to how you manage your thoughts and emotions. Many people underestimate the impact of their inner world on their outer reality. If you constantly dwell on negative thoughts, your perception of the world will be colored by pessimism. This can lead to a cycle of self-fulfilling prophecies. You expect failure, and so you unconsciously act in ways that bring it about. Responsibility means recognizing this dynamic and taking steps to cultivate a healthier mindset. It means acknowledging that while you may not control your initial reactions, you can control how you choose to interpret and respond to them. This principle applies not only to individuals, but also to relationships and communities. When you take responsibility for your interactions with others, you foster trust and respect. Blaming others for misunderstandings or conflicts is easy, but it rarely leads to resolution. Owning your part in a disagreement, however, opens the door to constructive dialogue. It demonstrates maturity and a willingness to grow. Similarly, when you take responsibility for contributing positively to your community, you help create an environment where everyone can thrive. Responsibility is not just about personal gain, it's about recognizing your interconnectedness with the world around you. None of this is to suggest that taking responsibility is easy. It requires courage to face the reality of your mistakes, to admit that you don't have all the answers, and to take steps toward improvement. It requires discipline to consistently make choices that align with your values and long-term goals, even when they are inconvenient or uncomfortable. But the alternative, avoiding responsibility, leads to a life of regret and unfulfilled potential. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power. You become the author of your story rather than a character at the mercy of the plot. You develop resilience because you know that no matter what life throws at you, you have the capacity to respond effectively. You cultivate confidence because each small act of responsibility reinforces your belief in your ability to shape your destiny. And perhaps most importantly, you find meaning because a life of responsibility is a life of purpose. By taking responsibility for your life, you not only improve your circumstances, you become the person capable of living the life you truly desire. Setting meaningful goals is not just a practical step, it's a profound declaration of purpose. Without clear and meaningful goals, life can feel aimless, like a ship adrift on an open sea with no destination in sight. Goals provide direction, purpose, and structure, turning chaos into order and potential into action. But not all goals are created equal. To truly shape your destiny, your goals must resonate deeply with your values, align with your potential, and demand the best of you. A meaningful goal is not merely an item on a checklist or a fleeting desire. It is a vision of the person you want to become and the life you want to create. When setting goals, it's important to ask yourself why they matter. Superficial goals, those rooted in societal pressure or external validation, may offer short-term satisfaction, but they rarely provide lasting fulfillment. Instead, meaningful goals are rooted in your core values. They reflect your deepest aspirations and are aligned with your sense of purpose. When your goals are truly meaningful, they become a source of motivation, even when the path is challenging. Clarity is essential in goal setting. Vague goals, such as "I want to be successful" or "I want to be happy," are difficult to achieve because they lack specificity. What does success look like to you? What does happiness entail? Breaking these abstract concepts into tangible, measurable objectives makes them actionable. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, define what that means. Is it losing a specific amount of weight, running a marathon, or adopting a consistent exercise routine? Specificity turns your goal into a target you can aim for. While clarity provides focus, structure provides momentum. A meaningful goal should be broken down into smaller, manageable steps. These milestones act as checkpoints, allowing you to measure progress and maintain motivation. For instance, if your goal is to start your own business, the first steps might include researching your market, creating a business plan, and securing funding. Each step you complete builds confidence and brings you closer to your ultimate vision. This process not only makes large goals less overwhelming, but also reinforces the habit of consistent action. A meaningful goal must also challenge you. Goals that are too easy fail to inspire. They do not demand growth or effort. Conversely, goals that are impossibly difficult can lead to frustration and discouragement. The sweet spot lies in setting goals that push you to your limits without exceeding them. This balance, known as the Goldilocks zone of goal setting, ensures that you remain engaged and motivated. Challenging goals force you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, developing new skills and uncovering latent potential. Obstacles are inevitable when pursuing meaningful goals, but they are not insurmountable. In fact, they are often the most valuable part of the journey. Each obstacle presents an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. When faced with a setback, it's important to reframe it as a lesson rather than a failure. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? This mindset transforms challenges into stepping stones, keeping you on track even in the face of adversity. Accountability is another key component of goal setting. When you commit to a goal, sharing it with someone you trust, whether a mentor, friend, or family member, can provide an additional layer of motivation. Accountability partners not only encourage you to stay consistent, but also offer valuable feedback and support when you encounter difficulties. Knowing that someone else is invested in your progress can be a powerful incentive to keep going. Meaningful goals are dynamic, not static. Life changes, and so do your priorities and circumstances. Regularly reassessing your goals ensures they remain relevant and aligned with your evolving sense of purpose. This does not mean abandoning your goals at the first sign of difficulty, but rather being open to refining them as you grow and learn. Flexibility allows you to adapt without losing sight of your overarching vision. Setting meaningful goals is the art of creating a life worth living. It is about more than achieving milestones. It is about the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. When your goals align with your values, challenge your abilities, and inspire consistent action, they become a powerful force for transformation. They give you a reason to wake up each morning with intention and purpose. Most importantly, they empower you to take control of your life and shape your destiny with clarity and conviction. Facing challenges courageously is one of the most defining acts in shaping your destiny. Life, by its very nature, is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and struggles. No one is immune to hardship, and trying to avoid it only delays the inevitable. The key to building a meaningful and fulfilling life lies in how you confront these challenges. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. It is through this act of bravery that growth, resilience, and transformation occur. Challenges often appear overwhelming, but they are also opportunities in disguise. Each obstacle you encounter carries within it the potential for learning and self-improvement. However, this potential can only be realized when you meet challenges head-on. Avoidance may provide temporary relief, but it comes at the cost of long-term growth. The discomfort you feel when facing a challenge is the same discomfort that signals the possibility of becoming stronger, more skilled, and more capable. The moment you choose to confront rather than retreat, you begin to take control of your life. Courage is not something you are born with. It is a skill that can be cultivated through practice. Facing small challenges daily builds the confidence and resilience needed to tackle larger ones. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, even in minor ways, you expand your capacity to handle adversity. This process is not linear. There will be moments of doubt and moments when fear feels overwhelming. But courage is not about eliminating fear. It is about moving forward despite it. Every courageous act, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to handle difficulty. One of the most profound ways to face challenges courageously is by reframing your perspective. Many people view challenges as inherently negative, something to be avoided or minimized. However, this mindset limits your ability to grow. Instead, consider challenges as tests or trials designed to strengthen you. When you reframe a challenge as an opportunity for growth, it becomes less daunting and more meaningful. For instance, a difficult project at work may seem stressful, but it is also a chance to develop your skills and prove your capabilities. Similarly, a personal setback may feel devastating, but it can also teach resilience, empathy, and adaptability. Facing challenges courageously also requires honesty. You must be willing to confront not only external obstacles, but also the internal barriers that hold you back. Fear, self-doubt, and negative thought patterns can be just as formidable as any external difficulty. Acknowledging these inner struggles is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessary step toward overcoming them. Courage involves looking inward, identifying your fears, and choosing to act in a way that aligns with your values and goals, even when it feels uncomfortable. It is important to recognize that failure is often an unavoidable part of facing challenges. However, failure is not the end. It is a stepping stone. Courageous individuals understand that failure provides valuable lessons that success often cannot. Each time you fail and rise again, you build resilience and a deeper understanding of what it takes to succeed. Failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural part of the learning process. By embracing failure as an essential component of growth, you develop the mental toughness needed to persevere through even the most daunting challenges. Another essential aspect of facing challenges courageously is maintaining focus on your long-term vision. When you are in the midst of a difficult situation, it is easy to lose perspective and become consumed by immediate discomfort. Courage involves stepping back and reminding yourself of your purpose and goals. This broader perspective provides the motivation to push through short-term pain in pursuit of long-term fulfillment. Challenges, when viewed in this light, become meaningful milestones on the journey to achieving your destiny. Support from others can also amplify your courage. While the act of facing a challenge is deeply personal, surrounding yourself with people who encourage and believe in you can provide the strength to keep going. Whether it is a mentor, friend, or family member, having someone to share your struggles with can make the burden feel lighter. Their perspective can also help you see solutions or opportunities you may have missed. Facing challenges courageously is a practice of self-mastery. It is about choosing growth over comfort, action over stagnation, and purpose over fear. Each challenge you face strengthens your character, expands your capabilities, and deepens your understanding of yourself and the world around you. While the path of courage is not easy, it is the path that leads to a life of meaning and fulfillment. By confronting challenges with bravery and determination, you take control of your destiny and prove to yourself that you are capable of far more than you imagined. Cultivating discipline is the cornerstone of personal growth and success. Discipline is not simply about adhering to rules or routines. It is the ability to align your actions consistently with your long-term goals and values, even when faced with distractions, discomfort, or fleeting desires. It is the bridge between your aspirations and their realization, turning ideas into results and potential into achievement. Without discipline, even the most ambitious goals remain unfulfilled dreams, lost to procrastination and inconsistency. Discipline begins with a commitment to yourself. It is a promise to act in a way that serves your higher purpose, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Feelings are often unreliable guides, fluctuating with circumstances and moods. On one day, you may feel motivated and ready to tackle your goals. On another, you may feel tired, unmotivated, or overwhelmed. Discipline is what sustains you through these fluctuations. It ensures that you take action even when motivation wanes. In this sense, discipline is a form of self-respect. It is an acknowledgement that your goals are worthy of effort and that your future self deserves the rewards of your current dedication. The process of cultivating discipline starts with small, manageable steps. Grand declarations of change can be inspiring, but they are rarely sustainable if not backed by consistent effort. For example, deciding to exercise for an hour every day may sound admirable, but if you are not accustomed to physical activity, this goal can quickly become overwhelming. A more effective approach would be to commit to 10 minutes of exercise each day and gradually increase the duration as the habit becomes ingrained. By starting small, you build a foundation of consistency, which is the essence of discipline. Over time, these small actions compound into significant progress. Habits play a crucial role in discipline. Once a behavior becomes habitual, it requires less conscious effort to sustain. Establishing routines that align with your goals creates a structure that supports discipline naturally. For instance, if your goal is to improve your productivity, developing a morning routine that includes planning your day, setting priorities, and eliminating distractions can set a positive tone for the hours ahead. Consistent routines reduce decision fatigue and make it easier to stay focused on what matters. Discipline also requires a strong sense of purpose. When you are clear about why a goal is important to you, it becomes easier to endure the challenges and sacrifices required to achieve it. This sense of purpose acts as a guiding light, reminding you of what is at stake when you are tempted to stray from your path. For example, if your goal is to save money for a significant investment, such as starting a business or buying a home, keeping that vision in mind can help you resist the temptation of unnecessary spending. The purpose gives discipline meaning, transforming it from a chore into an empowering choice. Resistance to distraction is another key aspect of discipline. In a world filled with endless entertainment, notifications, and competing demands for attention, staying focused is increasingly difficult. Discipline involves setting boundaries and creating an environment that minimizes distractions. This might mean turning off notifications while working, setting specific times for leisure activities, or creating a dedicated workspace free from interruptions. By controlling your environment, you make it easier to maintain discipline and stay on track. However, cultivating discipline is not about perfection. There will be times when you falter, when you skip a workout, procrastinate on a task, or indulge in an impulse purchase. What matters is not these occasional lapses, but how you respond to them. Discipline involves recognizing mistakes, learning from them, and recommitting to your goals. It is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks that distinguishes disciplined individuals from those who allow one failure to derail their progress entirely. Self-awareness is a critical component of discipline. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers allows you to anticipate challenges and develop strategies to overcome them. For example, if you know that you are most productive in the morning, schedule your most demanding tasks during that time. If you struggle with late-night snacking, ensure that healthier options are readily available and that temptations are minimized. Discipline is not about making things unnecessarily difficult for yourself. It is about working intelligently to align your behavior with your objectives. Cultivating discipline is an ongoing process, not a one-time effort. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to adjust as circumstances change. Over time, discipline becomes a part of your identity, a characteristic that defines how you approach challenges and opportunities. This shift in identity is profound because it not only shapes your actions but also influences how you view yourself. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who can be relied upon, and someone capable of achieving great things. In the end, discipline is a form of freedom. It frees you from the tyranny of impulsiveness, from the regret of unfulfilled potential, and from the chaos of aimlessness. By cultivating discipline, you gain control over your life, ensuring that your actions align with your values and aspirations. It is through discipline that you harness the power to create the future you desire and deserve. Embracing lifelong learning is one of the most transformative practices you can adopt to create your destiny. Learning is not confined to classrooms or formal education. It is a continuous process that extends throughout your life. Every moment, every interaction, and every challenge is an opportunity to expand your knowledge, refine your skills, and deepen your understanding of the world and yourself. Lifelong learning is not merely a tool for career advancement or intellectual stimulation. It is a way of life that empowers you to adapt, grow, and thrive in an ever-changing world. At its core, lifelong learning begins with a mindset of curiosity and humility. Curiosity drives you to explore the unknown, ask questions, and seek answers. It pushes you to delve deeper into subjects that intrigue you and to venture into areas you may have previously ignored. Humility, on the other hand, reminds you that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. This dual mindset allows you to approach life as a student, open to new ideas and perspectives, and willing to acknowledge the limits of your current knowledge. Another essential dimension of lifelong learning is its impact on personal growth. Learning expands your horizons and enriches your understanding of yourself and others. It exposes you to different cultures, philosophies, and ways of life, cultivating empathy and broadening your worldview. For example, studying history can teach you about the triumphs and tragedies of humanity, while exploring art or literature can deepen your appreciation for beauty and emotion. These experiences not only make you more knowledgeable, but also more compassionate and self-aware. The process of lifelong learning is not always formal or structured. While academic courses and professional training have their place, some of the most profound learning occurs through everyday experiences. Reading books, listening to podcasts, engaging in meaningful conversations, traveling, and even observing nature are all forms of learning. The key is to remain intentional and reflective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? And take the time to absorb and apply the lessons. Technology has made lifelong learning more accessible than ever before. Online platforms, virtual libraries, and digital tools provide a wealth of resources at your fingertips. Whether you want to master a new language, explore coding, or delve into philosophy, the opportunities are limitless. However, the abundance of information also requires discernment. Lifelong learners must be selective, focusing on sources that are credible, relevant, and aligned with their goals. The ability to filter and prioritize information is an essential skill in the digital age. Embracing lifelong learning also requires perseverance and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Learning something new often involves uncertainty, mistakes, and moments of frustration. These challenges can be discouraging, but they are also signs of growth. Each mistake you make and each difficulty you overcome strengthens your abilities and builds resilience. Lifelong learners view these moments not as failures, but as integral parts of the learning process. They understand that mastery is achieved through persistence and that the journey itself is as valuable as the destination. Lifelong learning is a source of joy and fulfillment. The act of discovering something new, whether it's a skill, a fact, or an insight, brings a sense of accomplishment and wonder. It rekindles the childlike curiosity that often fades with age and reminds you of the boundless possibilities life offers. This joy not only enriches your personal life, but also fuels your motivation to continue learning, creating a positive cycle of growth and satisfaction. In the end, lifelong learning is about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about nurturing your potential, broadening your horizons, and contributing to the world in meaningful ways. By committing to this journey, you take an active role in shaping your destiny, ensuring that you remain not only relevant and capable, but also engaged and inspired. Lifelong learning is not just an investment in your future, it is a celebration of the infinite possibilities within you and the ever-evolving world around you. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It is the acknowledgement that your actions, choices, and mindset are the primary drivers of your destiny. While external circumstances undoubtedly influence your path, taking responsibility means refusing to let those circumstances define you. It is about owning your role in creating your present and future, regardless of the challenges or setbacks you face. This principle is not just a matter of personal accountability, it is the foundation of true freedom and self-determination. Taking responsibility begins with self-awareness. It requires an honest assessment of your life, including your achievements, failures, habits, and attitudes. This level of introspection can be uncomfortable, as it forces you to confront areas where you may have fallen short or made mistakes. However, it is also liberating. When you recognize that you have the power to influence your circumstances, you shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of agency. Instead of blaming others or external factors, you focus on what you can control: your actions, decisions, and responses. One of the most challenging aspects of taking responsibility is accepting that life is inherently uncertain and often unfair. Circumstances such as economic conditions, societal structures, and random events can create obstacles that seem insurmountable. However, while you may not control these external factors, you can control how you respond to them. Taking responsibility means refusing to be defined by adversity. It means seeking solutions instead of dwelling on problems and finding ways to move forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. This mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, two qualities essential for overcoming life's challenges. Taking responsibility also involves setting boundaries and making deliberate choices about how you spend your time, energy, and attention. It is easy to fall into the trap of saying yes to every demand or allowing distractions to dictate your priorities. However, taking responsibility means recognizing that your time is finite and that every decision you make has consequences. By aligning your actions with your values and goals, you take control of your life's direction. This may require saying no to opportunities or habits that do not serve you, but it is a necessary step toward creating a life of purpose and meaning. Another critical component of responsibility is learning from your mistakes. No one is perfect, and everyone makes errors in judgment or falls short of their intentions at times. Taking responsibility means owning these mistakes without excuses or deflection. It involves reflecting on what went wrong, identifying the lessons to be learned, and applying those lessons moving forward. This process not only helps you grow, but also builds integrity and self-respect. When you take responsibility for your actions, you demonstrate to yourself and others that you are trustworthy and committed to improvement. Taking responsibility also means embracing the consequences of your decisions, whether positive or negative. Successes and failures alike are products of choices, and owning them is an integral part of personal accountability. For example, if you achieve a significant milestone, such as earning a promotion or completing a challenging project, taking responsibility involves acknowledging the effort and determination you invested. Similarly, if you encounter a setback, taking responsibility means examining how your actions or decisions contributed to the outcome and considering how you might approach things differently in the future. A key aspect of taking responsibility is cultivating a proactive mindset. Instead of waiting for opportunities or solutions to come to you, take the initiative to seek them out. Whether it is pursuing a new skill, addressing a problem in a relationship, or finding ways to improve your health, a proactive approach ensures that you remain an active participant in your life. This mindset not only helps you achieve your goals, but also reinforces your sense of agency and control. Taking responsibility does not mean bearing the weight of the world alone. It is not about blaming yourself for circumstances beyond your control or refusing help when needed. In fact, recognizing when to seek support is an essential part of responsibility. Asking for guidance, collaborating with others, and building a strong support network are acts of empowerment, not weakness. They demonstrate your commitment to growth and your willingness to take whatever steps are necessary to achieve your goals. Taking responsibility for your life is a profound act of self-respect. It acknowledges that you are the author of your story and that your choices shape your reality. While life will inevitably present challenges, taking responsibility ensures that you approach those challenges with courage, determination, and a sense of purpose. It frees you from the limitations of blame and excuses, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, creating a life that reflects your values, fulfills your potential, and contributes meaningfully to the world around you. Taking responsibility is not just about achieving success, it is about living authentically and intentionally, fully embracing the power you have to shape your destiny. The journey to creating your destiny is a deeply personal and transformative process. It begins with a commitment to clarity, understanding the vision of the life you wish to lead, and aligning your actions with that purpose. Embracing courage to face challenges, cultivating the discipline to stay consistent, and adopting a mindset of lifelong learning all serve as pillars of this journey. Each step requires you to take responsibility for your life, acknowledging that while external circumstances may influence your path, the ultimate power to shape it rests in your hands. This process is not without struggle, nor is it instantaneous. It demands effort, resilience, and a willingness to confront discomfort. But through these trials, you gain the strength, knowledge, and character needed to grow into your fullest potential. Life will test your resolve, yet with each challenge, you have the opportunity to learn, adapt, and move closer to the destiny you are crafting. Remember, creating your destiny is not about perfection or ease, it is about purpose and progress. By taking control of your choices, committing to personal growth, and persevering through adversity, you not only shape a life of meaning and fulfillment for yourself, but also inspire others to do the same. Your destiny is not a product of chance, it is a reflection of your decisions, actions, and unwavering dedication to becoming the person you aspire to be. The power to create your destiny lies within you. Take hold of it with courage and intention, and the life you envision will be within your grasp.